Hey Leos, how y'all doing? I missed you so much. I'm so happy to be back with you after my Four of Swordsness. so we're going to be doing your December monthly reading here because I'm going to be right back with your 2020 overview. Let's talk about your meditation. Wow. So, first of all, I was taken to a very icy landscape a la Frozen, heard the song Let It Go. And then I saw an ice garden. It was very frozen in time, which is very, speaking to the opposite, it's in juxtaposition to your fire sign self, right? So I was seeing this ice realness, right? Felt very frozen. And then I saw this person come up behind you that was just pure fire, like Pele, divine passion, just like pure fire, come up and take your hand and just everything thawed. And then it moved right into like a jungle landscape and I heard this magic moment. So, whoa, this magic moment, oh God, I wish I knew who it was by. Maybe the Drifters, I feel like I'm wrong, but it's this magic moment when your lips are close to mine, la 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 la. But it was very transformative. You think about it, going from ice right to like the naked heat. It was like, good Lord. So let's see what animal energy it felt. It was very like George of the Jungle there at the end. So let's see. Oh, well, at the bottom here we got starfish, which is about wish fulfillment and emphasis on the physical. Let's do it. What's the animal energy for Leo for the month of December? Oh, God. Okay. So you got the tiger, speaking of jungle animals here. You know, the tiger is such a beautiful feminine energy. For me, this correlates to a divine feminine energy, right? And we are in the period in time of the rise of the divine feminine. So this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, I correlate this to high priestess energy because it's mixed with the empress. The tiger for me is the empress meets the high priestess, right? Because there is a feeling of sensual stepping into one's lower chakras, but marrying with the upper chakras as well, right? Because the Empress is more about the lower chakras, High Priestess is about the upper chakras, right? For me, anyway. Along with this moon here. So the new moon, I am recording this on the 25th, but the new moon, the beaver moon, is tomorrow on the 26th, depending on where you live. I'm getting really good feeling around this new moon cycle for y'all. And remember, the cycle of any moon is always 3 days in length. It's the day before, the day of, and the day after. So there is something very juicy and beautiful that I feel like begins to manifest around this new moon, this beaver moon, and continues onward. I'm getting this feeling like it's from this, we have to put times on these things, but it feels like there's something really, I want to say juicy. That's the word that's coming to mind, by the spring equinox. By the spring equinox or Beltane. So something in the warmer time of year that begins with this new moon. It's really beautiful, actually. But yeah, this tiger is very much about, remember, this jungle energy of heat and desire and passion and intuition. And, when those two things are married, you know what I mean? All of the chakras working together in a single, unit. That's it. But this is really beautiful. But there is a feeling of just high intuition and passion. Ooh, it feels like, oh Lord. It is definitely winter where I am, but it's feeling hot in here, honey. All right. Oh my God, it's so obvious. I'm hearing, okay, they're taking me to your key, which is the strength key. You guys are represented by the lion. And then you've got the tiger. I think you might be coming into, it's going to be different for everybody, right? Because it is general, but I feel like for a good group of y'all, you're coming into contact with someone who is a counterpart to you. And I'm not talking about like one counterpart, one ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them, one ring, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about that. I don't really believe that there's just like one person for everybody. I mean, I love you if that's how you feel, and maybe that's true for you, but I just want to be clear. I'm not talking about like one person for one person. I'm talking about coming into contact with someone whose strengths are your weaknesses and vice versa. Your strengths are their weaknesses. That's the kind of counterpart that I'm talking about here. I feel like for another group of you, this is about integrating the two sides of yourself that are masculine and feminine and bringing them together like this and having them working together as opposed to independently of the other. This feels, okay. Look who's on the bottom, the devil, talking about it's hot in here. And I definitely saw some nakedness in the jungle. By the way, fun fact, this is the deck, the tarot deck that I learned on when I was 16 years old, and I've never used it in a reading on here, and I was like, let's do this. So, feeling like a traditionalist today. Let's see what's going on for Leo in December. Yeah, the lion and the tiger. So if you think about it, the lion is more of a masculine energy, at least for me, and the tiger is that real feminine energy, fascinating. I just got shivers all over my body. Six of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Cups, spinning that record. Listen, first of all, I want to point something out. The cups represent summertime, darlings, the warm time of year. This also speaks of counterparts. It also speaks of 6 is the number of love. And it also speaks of relationships with people that we've known before in past lives or that when we get, or known before in this life as well. But it's also, this for me, more than anything, is linking up with someone who you just feel like a kid again with. That's it. I'm hearing the song by John Mayer. I'm going to run through the halls of my high school. I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs. Something, something. What's the name of the song? I don't remember the name of the song, but it was like his first big single. And that's what I feel like it is. I'm getting this very specific image as an example, okay? Of like a high school reunion where you're meeting up with someone that you knew from a minute ago, or it feels like you've known each other forever, but you are in the same class, but you never actually like met because you had a big class or something, and then meeting up and literally like being kids again and pulling these fun little like fire alarm pranks. Not that that's fun, don't try that at home, but that's the feeling that I'm getting here, right? 6 of Cups, this is a beautiful love connection that has nostalgia at its core. You better work, Leo. I'm telling you, I feel this other energy coming that's like a oh, I almost said completion, but I don't want to say that because we're complete within ourselves, right? Being complete within yourself is how you attract this to you. But it's as if they're the yin to your yang. That's what it is. My God, Leos, you better work. You better work. Oh my God, I just noticed something. Let me get this key first, though. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay. All right, hold on. I want to point this out before. Okay, I cannot. Okay, do you see how these are stars here? These what are they, stargazer lilies or something? Remember how I said that the star was at the bottom of the deck, which is about wish fulfillment? Mm-hmm. 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Guys, this reading literally has me wanting to burst into song, which is unusual. For this croak and crow. No, listen, 4 of Wands, this is, oh my God. And this represents, so 4 is number for April, which is the warmer, I'm telling you, there's something here that is linked with the warm time of year, or they come in and they feel like your summer. The 4 of Wands, this is major cause for celebration. This, you see the home in the backgrounds here? There's something about finding your home, but your home is not an actual, it doesn't feel like an actual building necessarily. It feels like home is where you are. Home is where they are. Home is when I'm with you. Finding your home in another person. Interesting. Well, it's beautiful, actually. I'm such an Aquarius. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Let's look at it analytically. And I'm like, and like that spirit is like, no. You got to sit in your body for this one. Sit in your body. Feel it. Interesting. Four of Wands is major cause for celebration. This is happy home, happy family. This is 1111. This is signs, synchronicities, and soulmates. This is all of the good in the world, darlings. All the good in the world. You've gotten to where you're going. Now you take time to celebrate. And remember, you're repped by the Wands here, my beautiful Leos, which rule the realm of passion and desire and artistry. I have shivers. And then you got the Knight of Swords. Yes, Knight of Swords, darling. You know, this is incoming fast, incoming truth that can be blunt in nature, but this is like no frills. You know, as an Aquarius, I love the Knight of Swords, honey, because it's like just okay, it's sonnet 90, right? It's like bring it all at once or not at all. I don't like things in stages and phases. You know what I mean? Like bring me all the courses at once. Thank you very much. But this is beautiful. This is a, you know, like I said, I feel like this is going to be a highly communicative connection. What's interesting about this too, this feeling that I'm getting, hold on, Back to the Future. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. See, sometimes you gotta slow down. See how these are mirrored numbers? Wait, can you see that? Do you see how this is a mirror effect with the 6 and the 4? And I was talking about the mirror and a divine counterpart, and okay. I'm getting this feeling because the swords, for me, you know, they rule air signs, but there's something here about butterflies and birds. There's something here about transitioning from season to season. I feel like this either happens from one season to another, or the transition, something about and around that. I also have this really funny feeling that it's gonna come from the left when you're looking to the right. Okay, they're showing me an image of like someone jogging down a path, and then someone is riding a bike behind them. They're like, on your left, when you were looking over here at the birds on the right. It's interesting. It's like you don't, oh my God, I just split this deck and got 6 of Cups. It's like you just don't see it coming. I feel like if I were to get a Divine and Celestial printout right now, oh, 10 of Cups with 6 Cups, gorge. If we were to get like a printout of exactly how this is going to manifest, I just don't think you would believe it. That's how funny it is. Like, be like, no, I don't think so. But but not like in a negative way. It's almost as if it's this feeling of like, wow, it's like a movie, like too good to be true, except that it's not. Highly communicative. I was getting this feeling of, if, you know, any relationships you've been in before, and by the way, this can take a lot of different forms, okay? If you are already in a happy and committed relationship, then this is a, you know, growth and escalation of that, right? Maybe into a place of like firmer commitment or a renewal of commitment. Or for others of you, this can really be about someone that you're coming into connection with that you're gonna change the world with just by knowing them. And you're gonna, the energy between you guys is going to birth into the world, you know, creative projects or songs or whatever this is, right? But in the base case, at the core of this connection is passion and intuition. So let's get a clarifier for the 6 of Cups here. This is so gorgeous, Leo. Can't even. Oh my God, stop. Okay. So we have the moon to clarify the 6 of Cups. Do you remember what I said just a minute ago? That if we were to get like a complete printout of how this is going to manifest, you'd be like, no, I don't think so. You know, the moon speaks of aspects, future events, elements that are hidden to us or unknown. So the moon does represent the unknown, also Piscean energy here as well. It also speaks of psychic abilities, supernatural events, all of this good stuff. And I really, hold on, the moon and the moon on the tigers. New moon. I keep hearing new moon, new moon, new moon, new moon. I feel like, okay, thank you. I feel like for some of you guys, you either did like a new moon manifestation a minute ago for this or recently that comes to fruition, or this happens or cycles around a moon, a new moon or full moon. I think you're going to look down and you're like, oh my God, it's like the new moon today or the full moon today. Something about that is directly correlated to the moon. Also, the moon is feminine. And I was talking about, right, the sun is masculine, right, El Sol, and the moon is feminine, La Luna, right? And there is this strong feminine energy here, and then we have the moon coming up here. You know, the moon and the feminine energy is also about being in a place of receptivity and receiving. This does not feel like anything that you are gonna go after. This feels like you're living your best life, doing the do, and it comes to you, literally, when you're looking the other way. Fascinating. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this Four of Wands here. I'm hearing the song Blue Moon now. There's something about that. Okay, all right. We're just showing off now. We got the Page of Cups, which is love news, right? Love news, or a message of love, or a messenger concerning love coming up here. You know, the fact that it is clarifying the Four of Wands here, I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of signs about the arrival of this person. Remember, there's romance all over here, but some people love their work as much as they could ever love a person. So for some of you guys, this is a partnership rooted in intuition, where it's like you can read the other person's mind. Some of the best songs and I want to talk about music. Some of the best partnerships ever, if you ever like listen to their interviews of like how they wrote certain songs or albums or collaborated, it's like we just had this telepathic connection. And that's what I feel like is coming up for you around this person coming in here, this yin to your yang. Because Page of Cups is very much about just, it's a new partnership that is based in emotion and feeling and intuition, right? This is beautiful also, again, with the summer vibes here. It's all summer and spring over here, except for this Knight of Swords. Well, Knight of Swords could be early spring, though, run in bulk. I gotta point this out. So Page of Cups with the fish here, and again, the moon is Piscean energy, so you could definitely have a Pisces coming towards you, Pisces in your chart. And Pisces are highly intuitive darlings, so that would make complete sense. There's a lot of moon stuff here. All right, let's get a clarifier for this Knight of Swords here for my Leos. Oh my God. I can't. Ooh, lovers at the bottom. Hey. The Emperor, darlings, to clarify the Knight of Swords. The Emperor. Okay, listen. The Emperor is a strong masculine energy. We're going back to this thing of like this masculine and feminine energy, right? That does not mean, for the record, a man and a woman. We're talking about energies, okay? This can be two men, this can be two women, this can be whatever, okay? Whatever and ever and all of it, right? Really, we're just talking about humans who embody certain energy within them, right? The Emperor is Aries energy. It's a boss energy. It's just feeling like large and in charge. You know, I want to point out this, you know, these babies playing in the background here, because we have these kids here too. This, you know, for some of y'all who this is love for, you know, children are coming up a lot here as well. And so if any, the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, just all of it, little babies with the Emperor, you know, I really feel like hold on. For a good amount of you, this does involve children at the heart of it. Interesting. Okay, this is a very particular message for a little group of y'all. So I'm really drawn to there's a lot of water here, and there's this like mountain, this huge mountain. For a group of y'all, for some of y'all who had wanted children or really wanted children or want children, but thought maybe it's not in the cards for me in this lifetime, it is. Because this mountain is not really a mountain, I'm hearing. It's like you think about what you want to manifest, whether it's children, marriage, working with someone that truly gets you so that you can birth new artistry into the world, or whatever this is for you, or a business partner, especially with the Emperor, could be a business partner. But this is the father, archetypical father energy as well. I get this really strong feeling that whatever your personal mountain is, whatever seemed to be obstructing or an obstacle to everything you ever wanted, it's not really a mountain, it's actually an illusion. And all you have to do is just tap it with the staff and go, boo, oh my God, it was an illusion. A necessary illusion that well, I don't want to say necessary, but it is in a way in terms of like lesson. And you're learning that it's, again, with this Knight of Swords, it's just going to come in, it's just going to tap it, and it's just going to, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. They have this image of what the wizard is, and it's all scary and, right? And they pull back the curtain, and it's like, excuse me, Mr. Magoo. Who are you? That's what this feels like. It feels like a lot of obstacles, challenges, not having what you desire. It's going to turn around. It's going to turn around quite quickly. So enjoy this time before you get what you want, okay? I'm hearing that. And again, the moon, there's intuition is at the heart of this. Passion is at the heart of this. Childhood, nostalgia, past life, past love, all of it is at the heart of this. Remember, the lion and the tiger, right? Oh my God, and Wizard of Oz. Okay, let's get a goddess for you guys. I mean, with this feminine energy, why not for? Why not for? Okay. Do you remember what I said at the beginning when I said Pele, Divine Passion? Pele, Divine Passion. This is literally the oracle that they showed me in your meditation. I love it. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? All this fire, we're going from ice to fire here, right? Feeling frozen, feeling like, right? Feeling the cold, which is in juxtaposition to your natural element of fire. And then remember, I saw the jungle and I saw the nakedness and all of the, hoo-dee-hoo-hoo, all of that good stuff. And this is what is your true heart. This is really about you connecting in with your passion, with your natural element of fire to keep yourself warm during this time of transition. But this doesn't feel that dramatic. Like, I feel like you guys are moving in kind of in a place where you're like, okay, like some of you might be in a recovery room of sorts, emotionally or whatever have you, or even physically for some of y'all. But this really feels like this is just a beautiful, blueprint to what is to come, and to you stepping into it and not questioning it. Because when you feel something with your upper chakras, with your inner knowing, with your lower chakras, in your gut and in your feet and in your, you know what I mean, rooted into the earth that way, there's just nothing stopping you. And this is so, so gorgeous. This is about to be you. Living your best life, doing the do. And you see how she's looking up? I feel like this person comes from like like on your left. And it's like, oh. And they're like, yeah, it's me. I'm who you've been waiting for. Whether, again, this is a business partner, a work person who just you have a telepathic connection with, or a love, right? Leo, I could not be more excited for you here. This is just really beautiful. With that being said, I'm going to turn right back around here pretty soon and do your 2020 overview. That's why this was for the month of December. Also, my 1-year anniversary on YouTube is coming up in like 2.5 weeks. And I'm going to be back announcing a very special giveaway, unlike I've ever done before. And with that being said, just thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you. And as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.